but just wanted to introduce myself to you guys. My name is Luanne Sailors, and my sign name is an L, just touching my cheek like this. And so I grew up with both of my parents being deaf, and my background is special education, and my doctoral degree is in special education as well. And so with that experience combined with sign language and special ed, I was like, I need to help families be able to communicate better with their kids that are nonverbal or on the autism spectrum. And that's my, what I'm excited about, my passion. And also through Sign Tribe, I also help people that just want to learn sign language and also homeschool families as well. They use my website as a curriculum. So I love being able to help people as much as possible. So like I said, I'm going to leave it muted so that way on the recording, you'll just see me. And then if you want to talk, you can. And then it'll switch over to you, like on the video when it's recorded. So just let you know, but if you don't want to be on the recording, you can feel free to put a comment in the chat. I have it open so I will see it. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. I'm curious, since there are just two of you right now, I'm just curious, what is your experience with sign? Are you just very beginner, or do you know like alphabet, or do you know the alphabet? Yes, no. Okay, yes, no. So I have it on here to practice that as well. So that's where we will start here on the list. I do want to just kind of make little comments about deaf culture as well. You'll notice, I'm sure you've noticed, that ASL is very expressive. There's a lot of facial expressions, body language that goes into it. So the face and body match the signs, right? So like excited, so you see my face, I'm happy, I'm ready, So that's a big thing about deaf culture, and even the language structure is different. And we will talk about that and how to make sentences in ASL. So you'll notice that you might feel strange trying to have the facial expressions and body language with the signs, but it'll come with practice and time. As you watch people that sign or whatever, you'll start noticing that more, and then you can just practice it yourself as well. So I know that might feel a little bit strange, but over time, as you practice, it'll get better. All right, so one of the things that people also ask me about, which hand should I use when signing? My right hand, my left hand, which one? And so what we typically do is, are you both right-handed? Okay, so you will use your right hand, like me, to lead the signs, and your right hand will do most of the movement. Your left hand does come into play, and you do use your left hand and both hands at times, but the right hand is going to be the one that does most of the action, if that makes sense. And so some people also say like, oh, can I switch back and forth my hands? I would say no, just keep your right hand as your dominant hand, because if you switch to your left, it can be confusing when you're watching or communicating with somebody. So if I sign, I need bathroom, see how it's kind of weird? You had to look somewhere different. So when you begin signing with somebody and you're right-handed, they'll automatically kind of look in that area instead of having to switch back and forth, if that makes sense. So let's see. We'll touch on the differences between American Sign Language, Sound Exact English, and Pidgin Sign English when we start doing some sentences. Let's just get right into the alphabet just for practice, okay? A, good. B, good. C, D, good. E. So the E, sometimes you'll see it like this or like this. The E should be like this. Sometimes it's hard for me to do that because I was bitten by a dog, and sometimes I have limited mobility, so you might see me kind of do both. But E, good, just as best as you can. F, good. G, so it's your thumb and pointer finger. G, good. H, good. I, J, K. So you can make a 2 and put your thumb between it. Yep. L, M, N, good. O, P, good. Q, so it's like a G, but turned upside down. Good. Q, R, S, make a fist. Wait, are you on, I'm sorry, S right here. There you go. T, there you go. U, V, W, X. So tuck in your thumb for X, like make a fist and only your fingers out. X, there you go. Y, and Z. You just draw a Z in the air. And some people do it with their pinky and some people do it with their pointer finger. Either way is fine. Okay, when doing the numbers, let's see, let's practice spelling your name, okay? So just spell your name. Mine is Luanne. Your name, Pamela. Your Bree, right? B, R, E, E. E, E. So whenever you have 2 letters that are the same, like E, E, O, O, L, L, you can just slide your hand over. So B, R, E, E. There you go. Yep, just like that. So it makes it a little bit easier. You can like B, R, E, E, or E, E, but it just makes it quicker and easier like that. So you will use that with any 2 letters in a row, like K, K, P, P, L, L, O, O, like that. Yeah. Okay, let's go through the numbers 1 through 30. Yeah, so let's go on to the numbers. I'm going to teach you 1 through 30 and then kind of explain how the numbers go up to 99 and then show you how to sign like 100, 1000, because once you know those concepts, you know that, you can sign any of the numbers, okay? All right, for 1 through 5, your hand's going to be turned like this. So 1, good. I'm gonna go. Now, what do you think 3 is? 4, 5, good. Turn your hand. 6, it's going to be your thumb and your pinky, and you're just going to go down your hand. 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. So let's practice 6, 7, 8, 9. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Now, when I do this, this is clapping in sign language. So whenever you clap, you hear it, but people that are deaf or hard of hearing can't hear you. So you do this as a visual, like you're clapping. So I tend to use that here. Good job. You're welcome. Thank you. And then you're welcome. There you go. Thank you, and you're welcome. Okay. All right. Number 11. Good. 12. Good. 13. So you make a 3 and you close the 3. 13. Good. Make a 4, close the 4, 14, your thumb is tucked in. Now for 15, you put the thumb out like 5, close your fingers, 15. There you go. All right, let's do 11, 12, good. 13, good. The fingers closed, 14, good. 15. Now, 16 through 19. There's different ways to sign those numbers, but I'll show you the variations as well. So for 16, you just make a 6 and then twist out, 16. Good. Now the other way is this, 16. Okay, so you can do either one. 17, 7 and twist, good. Or 17, good. 18, 8 and twist, good job. Or like this. Your middle finger is the one moving. There you go. And then 19, 9 and twist. Or like this. There you go. All right, let's do 16 through 19. 16, 16, 17, there you go, 17, 18, make an 8 and twist, good, you got it. Or 18, just takes practice. 9, 19, or 19. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. Which do you prefer, signing like this or this? Which? Show me. Oh, all three of you like, is it easier? Easy more? Easy. So my left hand is here, right hand is behind it, or I guess in front. Easy. Easy. More. Okay. Hard. So make 2s, and then you're going to bend them. Left hand on the bottom, right hand on top. Hard. Or this, if you do this, it's like tough. Okay. Sign. So is sign, what do you think? Easy and hard. So sign. So if, go ahead down here, Pamela. Go ahead and tell me, you want to try to sign it? I sign. If you are ever in doubt of how to sign a word, then just spell it. So word, 15, oh, you signed 15 years? Oh, very little. So you have experience signing little? Little bit, or little, yeah. So when you sign a little bit like this, it's like you're flicking a marble, like this, a little bit, or little. Yeah. So the word signing, like sign language, you're going to use your index fingers and move your hands, like rotate towards your body, okay? Sign. Now, if you, let's see, Bree, move towards your body. There you go. If you go out like this, that's go. So think of it as you're moving away from your body with that sign. But if you are signing the word sign, it's towards your body. Sign. There you go. Okay, back to the numbers. So for the 20s are, I think, the hardest ones to remember. But don't worry, because you'll have the recording and you can go back and watch this as many times as you want to. Okay, so for 21, so make an L and your thumb will move up and down. 21. 22, 2, 2. Good. 23, so make a 3 and your middle finger goes up and down like this. So 23, good. 23. All right, 24, you're going to make an L and then a 4. So in ASL, we do like 24 like that. But if you forget or if you want to, you can do like 24. Okay, it's not bad to do that. I just wanted to show you the ASL way. All right, 24, so L4. All right, 25 is like this. 25, 25, there you go. You could also, yep, good, good. It's just the middle finger, 25. And then 26, L6. Good, L6. Good. That's why it's also good to master the numbers 1 through 9 as well. All right, 26, all right, 27. So L, 7. Good. 27. You can challenge yourself and try to do it fast. 27. 27. All right, what do you think 28 to 8? What is that? Think about 26, 27. What do you think 28 is going to be like? Good. So 28. 8. Remember 6, 7, 8, 9. So 28. 28. And then good. You got the 8 and then 29. L 9. 29. All right, let's go through the 20s one more time. 21. Good. 22. Good. When you do the 22, you're going to go to the left and then back to the right in front of you. 22. There you go. 23. Make a 3 and then your middle finger up and yep. 23. 24. 24. Do you remember 25? You can do 25. What was the other way? 25. Yep, 25. 26. Good. There you go. 27. Good. 28. There you go. 29. Good. And then 30. 3, 0. 3, 0. Now, all the numbers from 30 to 99, they're all just going to be like 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So it's all just the single numbers, okay? So just master the numbers 1 through 9 to be able to sign those numbers to 99, okay? Show me the number 55. What do you think 55 looks like? Good, 55. What about the number 84? 84. 8. Good, good, good. Okay, you got it, Pamela and Diana. Good. 84. Bree. Yep. 84. Good job. All right. So the number 100. So 100 is a century. So whenever we do 100, we do 1C, which means 1 century. 100. Okay, let's practice. 1, and then come back into the C. Good. 100. Now, if I had 300, I would do the same thing. 300. Yep, not 3. That's 6 or W. 300. No problem. I'm just being silly. All right, 300. Good. What do you think 700 would be? Think about 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. Good. Yep. 700. Now, if you are signing a number like 150, sometimes you might see the hand, like the finger just do 100, kind of like a modified C, like 150. All right, let's practice that. 150. 50. If you want to do 150, you can, or you can do the 150. 150. Good. Good job. All right, 1,000. So whenever we have any like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, any 1,000, you're going to just do this. 1,000. Think of it as 1,000 has 1 comma. So you're just going to hit it once. 1,000. Now, if I do this, that's the sign for again, like repeat or again. But when I do it this, like my hand up and down, my left hand, 1,000. It's 1,000. So watch the difference. Again, 1,000. So my hand is flat for again, and then straight up and down for 1,000, or kind of at an angle, 1,000. Okay. Yep. Good. Good. So what do you think that 4,000 would be? B,000, 4,000. Good. 4,000. Good. 4,000. Good. Just make sure when you're signing 4, it's not closed, because that's B. That's why I said B,000. 4,000. Good job. And the last one is million. So million has 2 commas. So you're going to start like 1,000 and then go up and touch your fingers like this. Million. Good. Million. Good. So let's practice a big number. Yeah. Million. Yeah, I've seen million like that too, where it's like, because it's like showing many, many a lot. I've seen that too, or billion, you know, like more, yeah. I've seen either way. Yeah. Do you guys have any questions so far about the alphabet or numbers or anything like that? Before we go on, next we're going to talk about grammar structure and how the differences between ASL, SEE, and PSE. We're going to talk a little bit about that and sign some sentences. Do y'all have any questions? You can type them in the comments or tell me now. Either way. If you want to talk, you can. Diana, did you have a question? Go ahead.
So it doesn't matter, because when you would twist stuff, does it matter how many times, or am I just being too picky?
I do it twice, like 17, 17. I've seen it both ways. It just depends on who's signing sometimes, but I usually just do it twice. 17, 18, 19, okay, 20. Oh, we skipped 20, I think. I went from to 19, I stopped and then went to 21. All right, let me show you. 20. So 20 is going to be like the L and your index finger and thumb up and down like this. So if I do it right here, that's bird or chicken, okay? Like chicken's peck. So if I do it here, it's the number 20, and this is bird. Yep. And same thing with no. So with the word no, it's a closed 3, and then up and down, no. Good. But if I do it here, it's duck, like the animal duck. So sometimes when I post quizzes, bird, 20, duck, no. Okay. Sometimes when I post quizzes, people will answer like, oh, this is bird, you know, and it's just easily confused between here and right here. So you just have to watch, because I like to post things like that just to keep people challenged and learning new things as well too. So yeah, those look a lot alike, as many signs, a lot, many. So if I do this with claws, and I just do like this, or this means like there's a lot of people or a lot of things, like a crowd or many things, like sign, many look the same. Okay, so it's just more of an expression. Many. Same. There you go. Good job. All right, so yep, that was 20. Forgot. Sometimes you might also see this for because, but we usually, when I was growing up, we used forgot and then because. With your finger, go across your forehead and bend it one time, because. Okay. If you do it twice, summer. If you go across your forehead like this and don't bend, it's black. And we'll do some colors later too. So black, because, summer. So when you do summer, your finger bends like this as you move your hand. So summer. There you go. Yep. It's a lot of movements at the same time. Just have to practice. Y'all are doing good though. Okay. When we are talking about, have you guys heard of like American Sign Language, Signed Exact English, and Pidgin Signed English? Have you heard of that since you've been like kind of learning some signs or wanting to learn? Little bit? No? P-I-D-G-I-N, Pidgin? No? Okay, good. All right. So I'm going to type it too so you can just see it. So American Sign Language, ASL, so you'll know what I'm referencing. And then Signed Exact English, SEE, and then Pidgin Signed English. Okay. So with American Sign Language, as we said before, is very expressive, and the structure of the grammar is different. And typically with ASL, what we will do is put the time first, and we'll go over this, and then the topic, comment, and then if you have a question word, the question word goes last. Last. Okay? Last. Or final, finally, finally, finally. There you go. Finally, final, last. So like if you are waiting to hear back from results, or yeah, waiting. Results, make an R, go across and down. Results. So if you're waiting on some results, like from a test or something, and you're like, finally, finally, that's when you would do that. Or you could just say, finally, you know, wait. Long time. Yeah, long time. Now, if I do this, bing, like that's on time, like you were on time, like right on the dot, time. Yeah, long time or long time. And if you just do this, on time. Yep. So yeah, ASL is just so expressive, and the grammar structure is different. And we'll practice some of those. So signed exact English, or SEE, that's going to be, you are signing each word. Okay, so with ASL, we don't sign like the, a, and, like all the articles, but, or, you know, things like that. Typically we don't, we just leave it out. ASL is just straight to the point. I like it. So with signed exact English, we are signing each word. Okay, so if I say, well, I'll give you an example in a minute. So for the Pidgin signed English, the PSE is like a mix between ASL and SEE. So you're signing, like what I'm doing now when I'm talking and signing at the same time, I am using like PSE because I'm signing an ASL, because I'm not signing the, a, and, or the not important words. I'm just signing the most important words in spoken order. Okay, so yeah, I know it's just a lot, you know, if you've never heard of it before and you're like, I didn't even know there was like differences or whatever. So let's do an example. I have some sentences here, 2 sentences. One is a question and one is just a statement. That way you can see. I went to the doctor yesterday. And then the next one is, what do you like to eat? Question, let's see, when did SEE begin? You know, like back in the 1800s, there was a guy, have you heard of the Gallaudet University? It's a deaf university for like deaf. There's a lot of deaf people that go there, or hard of hearing, some hearing people too. But anyways, a long time ago, he met someone that was deaf and wanted to teach her how to be more independent. And so he traveled to Europe and met people there, and there was a school for the deaf and people were using signs. And so he brought someone with him back to United States and started a deaf school. And so from what we were already using here with, like, you know, signs and different gestures, he combined that with what he learned in Europe and started the first deaf school. And so SEE it probably began like not far from that. It's just, I find that a lot of times that people that use SEE, the signed exact English, they can be deaf or hard of hearing, but they're more oral, like they speak a lot too, but also use sign to communicate. And so I think that when you're used to writing and speaking in the like English, that sometimes when you sign, they wanted to keep it the same for the skills. So I don't know exactly when it started, like SEE, but I'm sure it's been around a long time. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. I went to the doctor yesterday. So that sentence I'm going to show you, and you can practice with me all three versions. Okay. First, we're going to do ASL. I went to the doctor yesterday. So we have the time word first, which is yesterday. So make an A, but then have your thumb out. A is like this, and this is for yesterday. Yesterday. Good. Yesterday. And then the topic of the sentence is that the doctor. So your right hand is going to be bent like this. And then touch your left wrist, doctor. You might also see with the letter D, doctor. Okay. D, good. Doctor or doctor. Okay. And then I go. So I went. So use your pointer fingers, touch yourself right here, and then like you go. I went. So let's try again. Yesterday, doctor, or the other doctor. Good, good, good. I went. So see how we started with the time first, yesterday, and then the topic or what it was about, which was the doctor. I went there. Okay. So signed exact English would be yesterday with a Y. Yesterday, I. Good. Make an I and touch your chest. Good. Went to the. Make a T and then twist. There you go. So you're going to twist out the doctor. Make a D with your index finger, doctor. Good. So you see how that took longer? So yesterday I went to the doctor versus yesterday, doctor, I went. It's just easier. Yesterday, doctor, I went. Did you have a question, Diana? Oh, okay. I thought you. It's fine. Okay. So the last one is pigeon sign English. So that one's going to be a mix. So I went to the doctor yesterday. So you would just say, so that is going to be ASL signs in spoken order. So I went to the doctor yesterday. Went, doctor, yesterday. But I left out yesterday. There you go. But I left out to the, okay? I left those out. So I know that it's a lot to process. And it's, yeah, so it's a lot to process. But with ASL, we usually just do the time word first. Then in the middle, we do the comment, the story, the topic, whatever it's about. And then you can just do like the action, like the verb, like I went, okay? So now, question words go at the end. So the example that I have, what do you like to eat? Okay, like, so it's gonna be your thumb and middle finger, and then grab and then pull out like you're picking up a tissue or something. Like, good. Eat, what? Your face. So the question word goes at the end. So like, eat, what? Okay. All right. Do you guys have any sentences that you want to sign and practice in ASL? You can type them here and we can do them together if you want to. One of the things is I don't want you guys to get overwhelmed with like, am I signing it right with the right order of the words? Am I putting the question at the end? Am I putting the time first? Am I doing it right? Don't worry about that. As you practice, and maybe in the future, if you're able to like meet up with deaf people, or like if you become a member later of Sign Tribe, then we have like workshops and things like that. But over time, you can practice and you will start learning how to put the words in order. Okay, so don't worry and stress about that part right now. Your focus as a beginner is just making sure that you have the basics, like, you know, the alphabet and the numbers, so that you can communicate. Because whenever you don't know a word, whenever you're in doubt, spell it. It'll be easier for you. All right, let's see. Can you help me with saying I've been signing a while, but I'm not perfect? I met a lady at the pool and she knows I sign, but not fluent. I started in high school. Oh, I like that. Yes. And I have on my list too about when you are a beginner, like asking people to slow down and things like that. And we will do that as well. I feel like this might go a little longer than an hour, but if you have to go, you can. But if you have to go somewhere, go ahead. Okay. I've been signing, well, perfect. Okay. So sign me, or me sign. Okay. Me sign. Little bit. Okay. So you can shake your head no to mean to negate, meaning like not, or something negative. Okay. So you can just do the sign for the word perfect and shake your head no. Okay. Perfect. Make two P's. My left hand is like a K almost. Okay. And then I can do this, perfect, or perfect. Okay. You might see different ways. It's K's or P's. There you go. And then the middle fingers is what touch each other. Perfect. Okay. So if you're saying I'm not perfect, it would be, let me turn my camera down. So if it's not perfect, you'd be like, right? And you might even point to yourself and be like, me? No, you know, something like that. But if something was like, I don't know, just awesome, like you saw a movie or you made something and it was like great, you might be like, perfect. See how it's more like positive and expressive, you know, like that. So there's different ways that you can express the words too. Okay. All right, good. Let's see. Okay, so with plurals and pronouns, I just want to touch on that briefly. So with pronouns, we don't really sign like he, she, it, they, we, or we, whenever it's like we or us, we typically just do like this, like we, because it's like you and like other people, whoever's in here, right? We. So start on your right side and then arch over to your left. We. And then like all of us, you might see this, where you have your point your finger down, rotate out counterclockwise and come back. Yep, counterclockwise, so opposite of the clock. We. There you go, good. We. Okay. Now, for the other words, like he, and, oh yeah, for y'all, like if I'm like they or them, I would just point like this. So I'll do it slow. So like them, because it's more than one person, so I'm pointing to a group back and forth, like if that group's over there. Okay, them. Them or they talking loud, very noisy, loud. Okay, kind of open hand and then make S's. Loud. Loud. Okay, like thunder. Okay, and then so if it was a singular pronoun like he, she, it, you would just point to the person or point to the object. So I would say like he's tall. So your hand is going to be like this. There you go, tall. If he was very tall, I would say, showing that it's like exaggerated, right? Tall, but just normal tall, tall. Whatever your normal tall is. Okay, so that's what we do with plurals and pronouns. I'm sorry, that's what we do for pronouns. So for plurals, we already discussed like they or them, you just kind of point to a group, or if there were like a lot of birds, you know, sitting in different places, I might say bird, many, you know, so kind of like point to all of them and show that there's a lot, okay? Or you can say bird, many, birds. It's like when you do this, you're almost showing that there's like rows and rows and rows and rows of birds, or like corn. It's like a rows of corn, many, many corn. Okay. Yeah, you're just showing that there's just like a crowd, there's tons of rows, a lot. All right. Any questions about plurals or pronouns, anything like that? Whenever we do the hand movements, which I've already kind of touched on, but like example, like this is wind. So if I use fives, my right hand's on top and I just go back and forth like this, wind. So outside, okay, open, okay, like this. So your hand, yep, turn it like this, outside. So it's right here by your head. And then as you come out, just close into like an and, or a closed flat O shape, okay? Outside, do it twice. There you go, outside. Good. So outside, wind. Now if I said, yep, wind. Now if, there you go. Now if I said outside, very windy. So you can see with the hand movements, like we did tall and many, you know, things like that show how varied something is, or how very much or exaggerated it is as well. So that's one way that you might see signs that look like, you know, that that's the sign for it, but it looks different when that person is signing it because of the exaggeration or expression, okay? Let's see. All right, so when we do hello, let's talk about greetings. Hello, or like hi, H-I. So you can just wave, hi. I always do that, hi guys. Hi guys. Yeah, on my videos, always. That's just what I do. So yeah, so hi, 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 or H-I. Which do you prefer? So this is favorite with my middle finger touching my chin. Favorite. So this can be favorite, prefer, your preference. Yeah, I like it. So let's practice the sign which, which, which. So if I sign this, it's which, like which one. But if I do this, game, game. Now, if I keep it still like this and put it by my heart and do this with my thumbs, it's like sweetheart, boyfriend, girlfriend, okay. Game, which, and then sweetheart, okay. Let's see. And then bye, you can just wave up and down, bye, good, or bye, okay. See you, let's do see you later. All right, so you can do a shortened version of it where you do the two. So see, so some people do this, see you later, and just do the L and twist it down. So see, yep, see later. Make an L and then twist down. So when it's fast, it might look like this. Okay, see you later. See how we left out you? Just see you later. Or you can say see you later. See you later. So it's like this, but with the hand, later. Good. Good job. And then nice to meet you. Nice to meet. Meet. So it's like this is you and this is the other person and you're meeting them. Okay. Nice to meet you. Okay. And then they might say nice to meet you too, or same. Okay, same. Okay, if it was you and me, like, oh yeah, same, me too. Okay, so you make a Y, this is same, or like also, TOO2, same. Oh, with the two hands? No, just one, same. Same. That, ooh, that kind of looks the same. That, so same. So nice to meet. There you go. Nice to meet you. Good. So meet is where your hands are in a fist, your hands in a fist, but your index finger is out and just come together like this. Meet. Okay. Nice to meet you. And then they might say, nice to meet you too, same, or they might just say, same, you and me, same. Okay. Yep. All right, so if you're asking somebody what their name is, and then you want to tell them your name. All right, my name, and then spell it. All right, my name. So make 2 U's. Yep, name. And then spell your name. B. What's R? R. There you go. You just twist like you promise. E, E. There you go. B, R, E, E. And then you're Diana, D, I, A, N, A. Diana. Sorry. Sometimes it's hard for me to just go slow because I'm used to just signing so fast. But I try to do my best to help slow signing for you. Let's see. Oh, so if you ask somebody, so practice my name and spell it. Go ahead and practice one more time. Yay! Correct. Right. So if I use my pointer fingers like this with the other, kind of like meat, but my left hand's on the bottom, my right hand's on top, and just go like this. Right or correct. Right. Wrong. So make a Y. And then if I do this, wrong. Wrong. I can kind of shake my head and my face looks like I'm, disappointed maybe. Wrong. If I do this, what's wrong? If I tap like this, wrong. Wrong. What? Okay. Good. All right. So along the lines of the question words, what is your name? So your name, what? Good. Your name, what? Okay. Let's see. Pamela, are you back? And we learned my name, and then spell the name. Mm-hmm. And then your name, what? Okay. Along the lines of the questions, let's go ahead and learn some of the question words. So who, make an L and touch your chin, who, or you might see it like back and forth, who, or who. It's kind of an old way, who. And which do you prefer? Yeah, which? Yeah, right here. Which prefer to sign? Who, who. Those 3. Oh, you prefer who? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I use them all. It just depends on which that I feel like signing. But it's good to know the different ways to sign words so that when you're watching, talking with somebody, that you know what they're saying, right? Okay. What? We did this one. Your name, what? Okay. What? Or what can be like this. What? With the 5 with your left hand, right hand with the pointer finger, and just go down. What? When? So use your pointer fingers on both, left hand like this, right hand just kind of circle around and touch. When? Circle around once and touch. When? Okay, I'll go slower. When? Where? Where? Why? So you're going to touch your forehead, and then as you come out, make a Y. Why? Why? Or why? So you can leave your hand here, and your 3 fingers in the middle will go up and down. Why? Okay. And then for, F-O-R, for, like for what? For what? Or if you do this, what for? This means what for? Or, and you can also use this for like, for what, you know? What for? Okay. I love it. The faces, practicing, good. Yeah. I know it feels a little strange sometimes, but it's good to practice. Okay. Now, if you meet someone for the first time, you might ask them, are you deaf? Are you hearing? Are you hard of hearing? Or they might ask you. So if you are signing and they're deaf, they might want to know which one, okay? Deaf. So with your index finger, you can either start by your mouth to your ear or ear to the mouth. Either way is fine. So deaf or deaf. 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 Hearing. See that? Sorry, I was watching you. Me, deaf? No. Okay. Hearing. With your index finger, you're going to put it right in front of your mouth and move out. Hearing. Good. Hard of hearing. So make a H, and you're going to start on your left. So go to your left and then to the right. Hard of hearing. So you're just doing H, H. Not touching, but just H, H. Hard of hearing. Okay. Good. So are you, good job. Are you deaf, hearing, hard of hearing? Which one are you? You're hard of hearing? You're hearing? You're deaf? Hearing is with the pointer finger. Yep, hearing. Yep, there you go. Job. Work or job. So my left hand is like this, right in front of me. And then right hand, make a fist, and it's going to go on top of your hand like this. There you go, job. So the hand is touching the other hand, job or work. There you go. Question? Oh, I read somewhere that people are saying it's rude. Is that true? How do you say rude for, oh, to ask if you're hearing or deaf? Oh, I haven't heard that. You might have seen it, I don't know, because you know, like a lot of times there's so many posts on social media, like different things. I don't know. I wouldn't say that it's rude, but sometimes like people that are deaf might ask you because they're curious, like how you learned sign, or they're wondering if you're deaf or hard of hearing and use sign. So I have never thought myself that it was rude, but I could see where people would think it was. So if they say, oh, like kind of seem like they feel strange for you to ask, just say, oh, sorry, you know, sorry. Okay, sorry. And just drop it. Yeah. Son. So son, boy, and then come down like this, like you're welcome. So son, or just son without signing boy. So your son. Always. Says, oh, dad is working. Yeah. I was reading your lips. All right. So let's go back to some basic responses too. Yes. So they might ask you, are you hearing? Yes. Make a fist. Yes. No. Good. Maybe. With your hands up, maybe. Good. Now earlier we did thank you, and that's with one hand. Good is with two. Good. And then bad. Good. 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 Bad. You can see your face. Good. Bad. Right? Hurt. Point your fingers. Hurt or pain. Now, if I do this up here, like pain, or like this, headache. If I do it like near a body area, then you'll know like, oh, my shoulder is hurting. Okay, pain. Yeah, hurt. Help. Help. So with your left hand, have it flat, right hand make an A and put it right here. Help. Straight up, help. Now, if I do this, I'm basically asking you, do you need help? Need, make an X, and then up and down. Need, so you're gonna keep your X and just move your hand. There you go. Need help? Or you can say, I need help, like help me. So you're moving the help towards your body, like I need help. Okay, help, help, need. Need help? Yeah, me, Luanne, helping you learn sign. Yes, good job on this sentence. Please, please, thank you, you're welcome, sorry. You can make an S or an A shape, okay? Whatever you want. Sorry. Please is flat, and sorry is with a closed fist. I made a mistake. Sorry. Okay. Mistake. So wrong, wrong. What's wrong? Wrong what? And then mistake is you put the Y here and just twist. Mistake, mistake. So if you're new to learning signs, new, good, new. So left hand here, right hand, bend your hand, new, good, new, learn, Good. Learn, it's like you're taking something and putting it in your head. Learn signs. You might say, please, slow, sign. I am new to signing. Now, if you want to know how to sign a word, you can say how. So your hands are going to be bent, face down, move towards your body, and then up. How, or how like this. How. Now, if I do this, this is like sports, competition. So we only want to move the right hand. How, okay. So how do you sign D-A-D, dad? So if you're asking somebody who uses sign language and you say, how do you sign a word? Then you just say, how do you sign? And then spell the word, and they can show you the sign, okay? How do you decide what your sign name is? So typically in the deaf community, in the culture, they will assign you a sign name just based on your characteristics or things that you are interested in, even like your hair or something like that. So some, like mine is like this. Girl signs are typically, female signs are typically here, and male signs are typically here. So they just did an L like this, like girl, Luanne. So I've known people too that are deaf that have like their name starts with a B and they have curly hair. It might be like this, you know, something like that, that describes like the hair, something that's unique to that individual, okay? Oh, your internet. Internet, yeah. Middle fingers, internet. So your internet is being awful. Sorry. It's a good thing it's being recorded. All right, let's see. Go ahead. Did you have a question? My son, his sign name is the K like this. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's whatever. Yeah, like that's fine. Or this, Kai. My uncle's name is Kenny, and we use the K like that. Yeah, it's up like whatever you want. Yeah. Have you been, do you typically like be around like deaf people or the community or anything? No? Oh, you signed when he was little and just taught him. Oh, he still signs? Oh, okay. Okay. A little bit? That's great. Huh? How old? Oh, 3 years old. 3 years old. Years. Okay. Oh, birthday on the 23rd. Oh, he will be 3 on the 23rd. 23rd. 23. Yep. All right. Let's get to like some vocabulary words that I wanted to teach you, some colors, some animals, foods, and feelings. And then that's all I really had today. But if you have any questions, go ahead and put them there too. All right, red. Red. Use your pointer finger. Red. Orange. Now, if I do this, it's milk. But on my chin is orange. And this can be the fruit, fruit, orange, or color orange. Yeah, color orange. Yellow, make a Y and twist. Green, make a G and twist. Blue, B and twist. Purple, P and shake. See, what are some other ones? Pink, make a P, pink. Black, good. Brown. If you make a T, tan. Now, if you do head to cheek, head to your jaw, that's teenager. So when you do tan, just go down, tan. And then gray, you can do a G, gray like this, or gray like this. Good. White, so you can, your hand, it's kind of like, but with your whole hand. White or white, kind of up at an angle. Yeah. White, white, or white, white. Let's see, silver, touch your ear area, and then when you come out, it's an S. Silver, kind of like earrings, silver. Silver. Gold, touch your ear, and then a Y for yellow. Gold, good, gold. And then rainbow, make a 4, point down. So this is my right side. It's going to be pointed in front of my left shoulder, pointing down. So your arm's going to cross your body. There you go. And then come up and over like a rainbow. Yep. Rainbow. Now, light colors, light. Okay. Middle fingers, light. Good. Dark. Dark. It's light outside if so if it's dark, windy, it'll be raining. All right, let's see, let's start with some animals. All right, cat, you may already know some. Cat. So with, yep, cat, like the whiskers. And then dog. So you can slap your leg and then snap. Dog. Dog. That's the easy way to do it. You can also do this, dog. So make a 3 and kind of, yep. And then your middle finger will rub against your thumb, dog. So dog or dog. Fish, fish. Snake. So make a 2, bend, and just slither around, snake. Lizard, lizard. So make an L and touch your arm here and just go up like this, like it's climbing up your arm, lizard. This is have, so make bent hands, have. She has seen them on the videos, my lizard. I show him sometimes. Have. One lizard. One cat. And 2 dogs. Wow. W-O-W, Wow. Wow. Yeah, all you gotta do is just move those fingers up and down. Wow. Yeah, to be more like, wow, you do it with both hands if you want to. Yeah. You have animal? You have a cat? Nothing, nothing. You and me, animals. Love animals too. All right, tacos, taco. So your left hand is like a taco shell. Your right hand is a closed 5 and just put it right in there. Taco, taco. Hamburger or burger. There you go. It's like you're making the patties, hamburgers. And then, yep, spaghetti with your pinkies. Go around and then come out. You might have also seen it like this, where the pinkies go toward each other. Pasta, spaghetti. Hot dog has 2 signs. Fist, and then move, and then make a fist. Hot dog or hot dog. So it's like taco, but you just use your index finger. Hot dog. Yeah. Which do you prefer? Tacos, hamburgers, or hot dogs? Which prefer? Tacos? You don't know? Oh, hot dog? Oh yeah, it's hard to pick. Like tacos and burgers. Delicious. Let's see. Ice cream. Ice cream. So it's like you're holding an ice cream cone. Ice cream. Hungry. So make a C. Hungry. Hungry. Thirsty with your index finger. Thirsty. Eat. Eat. Or food. Drink. Yep. Drink. Just pretend like you got a cup. Drink. Water. W. And your index finger is going to touch your chin. Water. Yeah. W. Water. There you go. Now for like juice, so you can say like apple, so make an X and kind of bend it a little bit. Apple on my right cheek, apple, and then make a J for juice. Apple, you do it like this. You can, there's different ways. Apple juice, yeah, apple juice. We got orange juice, and then grapes. So left hand like this, right hand, you just do like that, like grapes. Can you imagine the grapes on there? Yeah. Let's see, feelings, sad. Yeah, 5s, sad. Feeling, with your middle finger, feeling. Feel, like feeling what? Like how are you feeling? Yeah, those signs do look alike. Prefer or favorite, and then feeling. Happy, so with closed 5s on your chest, happy. Or with one hand, happy. Or happy birthday, chin to chest, birthday. Another way for birthday is born day. Born day. Yep. born day or birthday. Love. Love. Concerned. So with your middle fingers, right, left, right, left. Concerned. Touch your chest with your right hand and then your left hand and alternate. Concerned. Yep, good. Concerned. Now, if I go up like this, excited. Yep, excited. Okay. And then, as you probably already know, this means I love you. But here is the I. Here is the L for love. And here is the Y for you. When you put it together, I love you. All right, so I had so much that I wanted to share with you today, and I know that we went over time, but I'm sure you guys are okay with that. You're welcome. Did y'all have any questions at all? I do want to show you my website just so you can see what it looks like like behind the scenes, if you want to take a look at the lessons and things like that. Do y'all have any questions before we go? And I'll do that real quick. You good? Bree, you have a question? Oh, whoa, she's typing, I'll wait. Teach, teach math. Oh, you teach math? Yeah, I work, so I work full-time during the school year as a learning specialist. But I love Sign Tribe. Oh, yes. You can email me. Do you know my email? I emailed you. Yeah, just email me back. That's fine. Yes, anytime you can email me with questions or anything. Yes. Okay. Let me share. Now, so this is share, but if I just do my thumb down and then just go back and forth, that's between. Share, between. Oh, there he is. He's so cute. All right, let me share my screen with you. Yeah, screen. So make S's, go across, down, and then down, like you're tracing the box. Screen. Oh, and any shapes, like circles, triangles, square, you're just going to draw them with your hands. Easy. Great job. You're welcome. Bye, guys.